Hello, welcome. This is Mr. Lauren with Reading is Fantastical here with another book review for you today. I think you're going to love it. This is going to be based on something that you probably see every day. Now, you may think about it, you may not think about it. So let me give you a couple questions. Do you like clouds? So, yes, it's going to be about clouds. Do you like clouds? Where do clouds come from and where do they go? Because we see them there, and then all of a sudden they're gone, or sometimes they're blowing or going here and there. Where do they go? Do you see different shapes in the clouds? Maybe different animals or whatever. Well, let's find out the details on what clouds are and what happens to them. How did they get there? I think you're going to find it very, very, very interesting, right? So let's go to the next one. And there it is, partly cloudy. And I have the book, partly cloudy here. And you can see, if you can hopefully, oh, there it is. Maybe you can see it because of the reflection there. You can see a lot of different clouds and stuff. And then we have a couple of bunnies who are going to be speaking for us and asking questions. You see the bunnies that are there, and they're floating among the clouds. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, let's go to the inside part here. Do a quick read here. All right, so some of these words I'm going to have to pronounce very slowly because they're very hard to say. All right, so what do you see when you look at clouds? Two curious bunnies enjoy watching clouds go by. But when they look at the sky, they see something completely different. While one bunny likes to use his imagination and sees cotton candy or whipped cream, ooh, that sounds good. The other bunny can only see the science behind them. Together they learn that cloud watching is much more fun when they see it through each other's eyes. With exclusive back matter about the many kinds of clouds and the water cycle, celebrated author and illustrator Deborah Freedman once again combines the educational with the whimsical. That means funny stuff. Well, while introducing young readers to irresistible characters, which is our bunnies, who see the power of possibility. All right, pretty cool, huh? So we're gonna see some bunnies going to be working with us. Let's go to the next page. All right, so this is pretty cool. So sometimes you're going to see, this is a different kind of book. You're going to see some cloud pictures, words, and then we're going to see explanations of what we're seeing. Okay, so here at the bottom, here we see, what do you see when you look at clouds? And you're laying on the ground looking up at the sky. You see all different kind of clouds that are there. Okay, so what do you see? Pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. All right, so we see one bunny is riding a bike. One is reading a book. Okay. Ooh, that cloud looks like cotton candy. So one's talking. Okay, let's see what he's talking about. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so let's see. Well, actually, let's go here. So we'll see that here in just a second. Okay, but right now, oh, there it is. And it's the author page. Looks like cotton candy because it's kind of bunched up, right? So partly cloudy. And we see the author's name is Deborah Freedman. Deborah Freedman. Okay, let's look at the next page. Ah, there's a copyright page. Let's go to the copyright page. I think I put it in the back. Yes, it is indeed in the back here. So let me get to that. Let me catch up to you guys. You guys are way ahead of me. And once again, we see the information that talks about the author and where you can write, also the publisher, where you can write and let them know how much you enjoyed this book. Okay, and all the information that you learn by this this book review. Right? All right, let's go to the next page. All right, well, here we go. Ready to get to the story? Hmm? Are you sitting comfortably? Are you relaxed? Do you have your reading ears on? Huh? Are you being quiet? Keeping your hands to yourself? All right, let's go. All right. Let me make sure this phone is off here. I thought I heard it making some noise. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna make sure to turn it off. All right. So here we go. And let's go to page one. There it is. Well, actually, that is not cotton candy from the question that the one bunny asked before. I see a cumulus cloud. Cumulus cloud. Okay, let's go to the next page. There it is. Cumulus cloud. And we see at the bottom there the explanation what it means, the definition. Cumulus means heap or pile. Okay, they are the popcorn-shaped clouds you probably think of when you draw a cloud. And there it is. Pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. All right. Look at this cloud. I see a cozy blanket. Looks like it's, look at that far, look at the top. It goes across from left to right, all across there. A cold and wet blanket, perhaps, is actually a stratus cloud. Stratus cloud. Okay, let's go to the next page and we see the continuation of the stratus cloud, right? And so let's look at the bottom. Stratus means flattened flattened layer, right? Let's go to the next page. Pretty cool. It's good information. All right. And what's it say here? One buddy says, look at that one. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. It's like it's in the castle from the old story Rapunzel. Now, look at the other bunny says, those are cirrus, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, cirrus clouds. And they are basically a lot of microscopic ice crystals, right? Cirrus is a Latin word for curl of hair. So see how it kind of looks curly looking, right? It's kind of curly looking. Let's go to the next page. That looks like a giant spilled magic beans in the sky. Fee, fi, fo, fum. There are no giants in the sky. That is a cirrocumulus cloud, which is made up of small icy clouds that are called cloudlets. Okay, cirrocumulus cloudlets look look tiny because they are so high and far away. Tiny and far away. They did look really far away, don't they? Look small and real tiny looking. All right. That's very cool. It's very good. It does look like magic beans, though. Looks like little bean type things. Let's go to the next page. Oh, one bunny says, cotton balls, look like cotton balls. No, altocumulus. They are cloudlets too. Hmm? Altocumulus, bigger than the beans, but looks like cotton balls now. Let's read the bottom here. Altocumulus are in the middle level of the sky, instead of the high, instead of the low, right in the middle. So their cloudlets appear bigger than cirrocumulus, okay, because they're closer in the middle instead of the far, right? That's pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. Wow, these are the big ones here. Whipped cream, one bunny says. And the other one says stratocumulus, a patch of flat cloud clumps. Let's read the bottom here. Stratocumulus are low-level combinations of stratus and cumulus, right? Stratus and cumulus. Pretty good. They do look huge and they're closer, right? Close up, flat cloud clumps. Go to the next page. And one buddy says, jellyfish, those are virga. Virga clouds trail rain or snow that doesn't reach the ground. So once again, Virga clouds trail rain or so they come after rain or snow that don't quite reach the ground. So they're falling and they don't quite reach the ground. So they kind of stop. Oh, looks like it too. Looks like those little rays that look good as they're coming down. Okay, so Virgo. Oh, and there is a kind of cumulus cloud called lenticularis. Lenticularis. And that's the one right above there. Looks like above the mountain. And lenticularis clouds are usually formed by air flowing over a hill or a mountain. So if we see those looks like over hills or mountains, those might be lenticularis. Lenticularis. I told you I'm going to be saying these words slowly. All right. And one buddy says it looks like a flying saucer. That's kind of what it looks like, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go to the next page. Let's learn some more about clouds. Okay. Ooh, I can't see him now. Let's see Brady be gone. One buddy says pea soup, which means really thick. Pea soup. And the other one says fog. So it's basically a fog. When you have a fog, that's what that is. So fog is a stratus cloud so low you can stand in it. I didn't realize that that's a cloud when it's fog. So it comes all the way down and you're standing in it. Wow, clouds actually come all the way down to the ground. Very interesting. I didn't realize that. Pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. I think the sky is in a bad mood because it looks pretty dark, right? So one bunny says, let's find out what the other bunny is going to talk about. Let's go to the next page. Oh, there he is. Some very interesting and unusual clouds that I would like to see someday are mammatus clouds. Look at those mammatus clouds, those first ones. Almost looks like rockets or something like that, something flying in. Or a Kelvin Helmholtz cloud, which is in the middle, almost looks like waves, like water jumping out of the water. So those are the middle ones. Or a roll cloud, which is at the bottom there, right? Roll cloud. Okay. There are so many different clouds. Wow, roll cloud. Look at that, it's kind of thick, right? Very good. Let's go to the next page. And of course, if you add nimbus to cumulus or nimbo to stratus, then it's a rain cloud. Rain cloud. So if you see one, stay safe and go inside as quickly as you can because they can bring thunder, lightning, wind, hail, and even tornadoes, right? There are many other different species of clouds too, like fibratus, um, uncinus, unkindness, maybe something like that, of flocus, or maybe you have heard of humulus, or mediocris, or congestus, fractus, and nebulosus, or castellanus. I didn't realize it was that many. I just thought they were just clouds, but all different kinds, depending on where they are sitting in the sky, right? Something like that. Very cool. And they have different looks, different shapes. Wow, it's pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. Ooh, looks kind of dark. Hey, it's getting dark out here. It sure is. Look at that. It looks like they're getting closer too. They're getting a little concerned. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning, is an old rhyme about predicting the weather. Often true. A brilliant sunrise can mean a storm is coming. Hmm, that's right. Some stuff that sailors know because they're out at sea and they see these things all the time, right? Let's go to the next page. Whoa, boom! Lightning and thunder. That's like the big boom. That's what the words are. That's what it says. And we see raindrops coming down. Look at the puddles on the ground. Right? Let's go to the next page. Whoa, we see the bunnies running, getting out of the way. They don't want to get hit by that lightning, right? Or especially the sound of that boom can be very frightening, right? Let's go to the next page. We see here, oh, yikes, look at that. That was scary. Looks like they got looks like the truck or a van or something. They got inside, right? Get out the rain. Okay, let's go to the next page. Well, actually, cumulonimbus, cumulonimbus, that's a hard one. That's really a long word. Clouds are very scary because they can bring thunder, lightning, wind, hail, and even tornadoes, which I learned. And looks at the bottom here. Cumulonimbus are the tallest and scariest of all the clouds. They are made up of ice crystals at the top of water and water droplets at the bottom. So once again, ice crystals at the top, water droplets at the bottom, and those are the cumulonimbus clouds. Those are the scary ones. Very scary ones, right? Go to the next page. From you, and remember how you said if you see one, stay safe and go inside as quickly as you can. Oh, do you want to know what else sumo lonimbus is? Hmm? Let's see what that is. A humongous monster. Look at all those different things. Huge. This is coming down right down to the ground. Okay, started really big. Let's see what this says at the bottom here. Sunbeams that shine through. Oh, the sunbeams that shine through the gaps in the clouds are called crepuscular rays. Crepuscular rays. Those are the sunbeams that come through the gaps in the clouds. Crepuscular rays. Right? Go to the next page. Oh, it is. So we're both right. And what are those? So now we're looking at the sky here. Oh, they're on swings. So it must be okay to be outside again. They're on swings, right? Looks very sunny out. Let's go to the next page. A fluffy bunnies. Hey, yeah, that's right. Looks like a fluffy bunny over to the right. And I see a fish. The one right behind looks like a fish chasing the bunny. And Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as a cloud. Pretty cool. Let's go to the next page. All right. So I think we have a bunch of different information pages that we have here. This is the author's note, and it kind of talks about scientists, poets, and painters have always known that they need only look up at the sky for an endless source of inspiration. And the author says he loves to paint clouds and always wanted to make a book full of them. And he did a good job, right? Let's look at the bottom here. Look, a drawing in the sky. Those are contrails, which you probably already know is short for aircraft condensation trails. Contrails are human made and can turn into cirrus clouds that trap heat in the atmosphere and may play a role in climate change. So those are those long clouds. See those? Almost like airplanes are going through. Those are made by airplanes, right? So those are human made and can turn into cirrus clouds that trap heat in the atmosphere and play a role in climate change, right? Go to the next page. I'll show these other ones quickly, because this you can read on your own. It talks about how clouds form, and it talked about how clouds form. Starts from the bottom. Sun causes water to evaporate, goes up. Number two, the air fills with invisible water vapor. Number three goes up. As warm, moist air rises, the water vapor condenses or freezes onto cold, tiny particles such as dust, pollen, or sea salt, forming liquid water droplets or ice crystals. Goes up. The droplets or crystals grow, and when enough of them come together, they become visible as clouds. Wow, pretty cool. And so let's go to the next page. I'm going to quickly, the 10 main types of clouds. I'm not going to go over these. I'll just show them real quickly and you can pause the video. Okay, let me go to the next page. Okay, second page here talks about cirrostratus. Go to the next page here. Okay, cirrus and other ones. Next page talks about more clouds. All right. And then this last thing, the Earth's water cycle. You can see the whole thing here. So very cool. Great information here. I think you're going to love it. Make sure you take your time, like, share, and subscribe to somebody, especially if they're interested in science. This is a really cool one. Who likes clouds also? We really appreciate you guys being here. Like, share, and subscribe. We're getting into the end of this year. I'm going to be starting some more cycles for 2026, more book reviews. Make sure you stay with the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep abreast of what's coming up next. Take care and have a great, great day. Bye-bye now.